Howdy Aries, let's get into your tarot reading for February, whether it's your sun, moon, or your rising, darling. Doesn't matter if you're a hermit, doesn't matter if you're more social. When I tap into these energies for these types of tarot readings, I always like to make sure that I cover the basis for everything, friend. Alright, so stick around and tell me if this is your story here. Alright, I firstly started pulling some cards to see what you're currently dealing with. And we have this Emperor showing up, the Ten of Swords. Like, really, if I were to give a theme for your life right now, Aries, is that you always end up on top. It doesn't matter who has hurt you. It doesn't matter what trials or tribulations. Well, cover my face. There we go. It doesn't matter who's hurt you. It doesn't matter what trials or tribulations that you faced, Aries. Like, you end up on top eventually. Like, to me, the words that come to my mind is the sense of like playing like the long game. I feel as if you socially, I feel as if you are dealing with people that are really in their ego. All right, if people start trying to pick fights with you in your life, Aries, I think you need to remind yourself that, or not even reminding yourself, well, maybe it is reminding yourself. Maybe it's, I'm not really telling you, Aries, anything that you don't already know. About, I don't know, it's somebody that you're dealing with that when they have a conversation with you, you need to like talk to yourself and be like, all right, is this person trying to talk to me to understand my perspective or to understand me? Or are they just talking to me to point the finger or to set the blame? Or, like, think about their intentions there, friend. All right. I'm not saying that people have like some type of vendetta or anything out against you, Aries. I just feel as if people are not coming at you from a level-headed approach right now. And so I won't be surprised if you are coming to this point eventually, because again, I don't think I'm telling you anything that's not already familiar to you, that you are probably bringing some relationships in your life that you have strung along for. That doesn't sound good. You have allowed to be in your life for such a long time because of, we all have our reasons for why we allow certain people in our lives, right? Whether it's sentimental value, family, or, that you just know them for a long time there. And I think that's going to be the right decision. I think you just kind of needed to be pushed to a point of where you say enough is enough. You're not going to treat me this way. You're not going to string me along. You're not going, you're not going to do insert whatever disrespect you've been feeling when it comes to people, right? I think it's the right choice here for you. I also feel like right now for you, Aries, you're at such an important time because this is where I talk about like why I say it's like you always end up on top, because it's like I always tell people, it's like when you have the Ten of Swords coming in, like I kind of see it as like more of a positive card because tens in tarot represent closures to cycles. And I always say like those 10 swords didn't end up in your back overnight. This is not like, while I'm not happy that you've dealt with like certain unfortunate circumstances, I'm happy to see it because it symbolizes to me the ending of a really rough period, right? And so it's like you're finally able to catch that break there. I want to be saying for you, you need to really prioritize like filling up your cup, friend. Prioritize filling up your cup. Prioritize making sure that you stay in some type of empowered place. I don't know if you have been having like negative behavior towards yourself in the past, or maybe you feel as if you're not worthy of any type of new opportunity or blessing, but I don't know, I get like this message here where I think it's really important for you to maintain a certain level of self-confidence and in yourself, because I feel like it's really pivotal for how you transition from the winter time that we're in right now into the spring. All right, pulling some more cards here. I wanted to get a little bit of a picture about the person I'm reading for. Right, so tell me if this is accurate. I pulled the Knight of Cups here, as well as the Queen of Swords in the heart of this spread. So Aries, I already know, my darling, that I'm talking to somebody that you have some trust issues, rightfully so, because of the Ten of Swords. Like, I'm not identifying sayings like you have trust issues and chastising you. Like, I understand this here. Like, you've probably with the Four of Swords, would rather just be in your own company right now, because like there's always people that disappoint you or what have you. I feel as if for you, you may be feeling right now, Aries, that it hasn't been your turn next. I'm being shown somebody that is just like sitting on like the sidelines. It's like being shown like a child that's like sitting on the corner of the park and watching all the other kids play, and then it's showing me the same thing of like the same type of scenario, but in like the cafeteria where the kid is sitting by themselves there, Aries. And I feel as if that's you. I feel as if you may have wanted to, and there still might be this craving here of like authentic connection, but I feel like because of that Four of Swords right now, you just don't want to really deal with people. I feel as if you are just getting quickly to this point of like being very dismissive towards folks. I keep on hearing like this message as well, Aries. Maybe I didn't even finish my thought about it. Maybe that's what it is. But I feel as if you're like observing other people. Yeah, Eight of Cups in the back of the deck, and then the World card here. It's almost as if, Aries, you have been observing other people winning in life, even people that probably were responsible for some as I knocked down my citrine, that were responsible for some of these swords that you've been dealing with, that probably put you into this place of having trust issues, that then put you into this place of where you may have trust issues with yourself a little bit, because it's hard for you to open up. You had to build some type of wall to protect yourself, right? And then because of that, it stops that Knight of Cups from being able to show up there, right? You think about it from like the Game of Thrones aspect, honey, right? Where it's like, I guess it doesn't have to be Game of Thrones, like the medieval times where it's like letting down the drawbridge to allow, you know, the folks in, right? That's what I'm being shown here. So it's not even as if like I'm saying that people need to be like a main priority for you or anything, Aries. Like I feel like you're doing what is best for you right now. I just think that it's important to, I don't know, I get like this almost as if like this is more so reminders of like remembering who you are, Aries. Has it been a long time since you've connected with certain spiritual people on your spiritual team, right? Maybe, how long has it been since you connected to like your spirit guides or ancestors? You know, obviously depending on what you practice, right? It's not my business here, but yeah, you're like watching other people win. You're watching all, you know, how other people are able to evolve in their life here, and you feel it. You may even have some feelings where you're kind of just being left in the dust. You may be feeling as if right now that even like a little bit cynical towards the universe right now. I wouldn't be surprised if you are feeling a little bit cynical right now, Aries, because of how life has been. To me, there's like this unfairness aspect that I want to like vocalize, but at the same time I'm like resistant towards it. Like I want to like hold my amethyst like up to my throat chakra, even though lapis would be better. But it's almost as if like you have like this sense of shame of like acknowledging yourself as someone that has gone through a lot of situations. Or maybe you haven't been able to fully take in certain things that you've gone through in your life because you had to be in this constant survival state. But I feel like your turn is coming. I feel like you're on a path right now, Aries, where it firstly starts with yourself. I know this is going to sound corny, but let me cook for a moment, Aries. It firstly starts with yourself, where you are maintaining some level of confidence, or more so, let's just say you're not allowing the imposter syndrome to be part of the conversation. You become more at peace with the idea or with the choices that you make for yourself right now, even when it comes to like your more personal things, when it comes to your relationships. You're getting to this place where you understand, it's almost as if that's what it is. Like you're finding a balance right now, Aries, in terms of like you shut in for a little bit, you went really reserved, and now you're trying to figure out this balance of like how to be open but also still protecting yourself. And so it's almost as if like as you're learning like these new boundaries, Aries, it's almost as like forcing you to like wake up to like old patterns in your life, old people that have been part of your life for a long time, and only were allowed in because you didn't have the boundaries that you do now. And so back to what I was saying at the beginning of this tarot reading here, for you Aries, is that like I feel you end up on top when people try to come at you right now, Aries, and try to either like challenge you. Like it's almost as if someone's like wanting to just get like a reaction out of you, just to have like this sense of control here, right? And you're awake to the BS. You may not have been aware about it for a long time because of other, traumas or patterns that, whatever your reasoning is for the certain people, but you're waking up towards it. And so you are having to walk away from certain relationships that are not good for you. But I think this is all par for the course. I think overall where your spiritual team wants you to be is in this Emperor state. I feel as if 2025 for you, I know this is just February right now, Aries, but I feel like 2025 for you is going to be a really good, bountiful year for you. Like you don't have to be like a business person or anything of that nature there, but I do feel as if 2025 is like a time of where perhaps you like just feel like more of like the CEO of your life rather than someone that's in the passenger seat. If you have some type of business, I feel like it's going to be really thriving this year, but again, requires for you to maintain in that Emperor state. So do what you need to do that, right? Whatever sacrifices you need to make, whatever relationships you need to like put off to the side, or even just close off, right? That world energy is also a message telling you to like wrap it up. It's the completion of the fool's journey to then start at the beginning again, right? The fool, or rather the world, is the final card in the major arcana, the ending of the fool's journey. So like there is a sense of just like wrapping things up, realizing that there are certain people that may have good intentions and they may have the potential to really grow to be wonderful people, but how they're showing up to you right now, it's like too little too late. It's like they got too comfortable in some type of pattern and you need to like distance yourself from that, so you're able to just like keeping this flame lit here. Discipline, willpower is going to be, inconsistency is going to be are things that are going to be very valuable to you right now, or is what comes to my mind here. In terms of numerology, what seems to be popping out the most for me would be 5s and 6s, so 55 and 66, those two numbers there, and it might be in 2s or 3s. Yeah, anyways, my beautiful Aries, this is the tarot reading that I have for you right now for February. I'll let you know in the near future if I have a new message to connect to you with during this month. All right, my love, if you want to book a private one-on-one tarot reading with me or connect to me on any other social media, just search SimplyVelca on a social media and I will pop up, I promise you. And if you want a one-on-one tarot reading with me where we go on like a Zoom call, or I just record a reading to you like this and I just send you the video, all those options are available on my website, which is just SimplyVelca.com, friend, right? So I love you so much, Aries, and I hope I can connect to you sometime in the near future. Bye.